I feel like it's happening again. The sound on here says, break the pattern today or the loop will repeat tomorrow. Well, I guess we making sure that the loop don't repeat tomorrow. Yet another awakening. Or an introduction to a new way of thought. And this is just as devastating as when I was introduced to QHHT, Dolores Cannon, and Convoluted Universe. So I've been introduced to the way of thought of deciding. This is not my first time about hearing about deciding. I thought I was there. Yet again, I thought I was there. Now I've been introduced to a new level of deciding, and apparently when you make your decision, it's immediate. It's immediate? I have been introduced to it being immediate through the book I Am, I Create by Erin Rurley, I think her name is. She stated that as soon as you command something, and so it is, so ashe, right? And the only thing that stops you is that you have doubt. So every time you doubt, you start saying how it's not that thing or and whatnot. And so that stops it. You start and go and start and go. Then in came Taylor Tooks, and she was like, yeah, scratch all that shit. Whatever the hell you say goes, which I knew it was whatever I say goes. That's what my license plate says. So I've known this for some time. I just don't think that I understood at the depth to which I'm coming into understanding right now, or I've come into understanding. And this is devastating because I built my whole business around affirmations, healing, trauma, healing from trauma. And now you're telling me I don't have to? I mean, I knew you didn't have to heal in order to manifest, but I thought it was a good idea. Otherwise, you end up in a house with a shower that's outside because, or you end up in a fixer-upper, rather, because you don't think that you can afford a turnkey. That's my specific situation. I've been introduced to the concept of permission slips. All of those things are permission slips. I just learned that there is no 3D reality. Ain't no 3D. Ain't no field out there. I am the field. I knew that I was the universe, but now I'm being taught that everything, 100% of everything is in me. Like I already have been introduced to the concept of everybody is you pushed out. And I was able to accept that and integrate that. I understood omnipresence, meaning that whatever this life force is, this energy, what the energy waves, whatever the hell it is, it's in any and all things. Everything from this here journal to this little bottle of oil, this lighter, me, the bird that's outside, the tree, the road, everything. It runs through everything. Everything is energy. I also understood that nothing is solid. Everything is energy waves moving at different speeds. And it looks as though things are solid. It looks as though I can pick up this here lighter because the lighter is moving at the energy waves inside the lighter that compose the plastic and the metal and all that shit is moving at a slower speed than what my hand is vibrating at. I understood that time is not linear. There's no past, there's no future, that the only thing that actually exists is now. Now that was really challenging for me to accept. I ain't gonna say it was challenging, but it was definitely something for me to accept because that would mean that the past wasn't real. The only evidence that I have of it is my journals and photos. But to learn that the past is not directly connected to the present, And this moment is not immediately connected to whatever the next moment is. There is no what? As soon as you decide that you're in a reality, you are there. Everything that you see in front of you is, hold on, let me look it up. Exact wording is, your 3D reality doesn't hold meaning or power. You are the only power giving meaning to your circumstances. This is a quote coming directly from Juliet Cleary. Otherwise, your circumstances are neutral echoes coming from parallel versions of you that no longer have any meaning now. The only purpose that the illusion serves is to create the continuity, create the illusion of continuity and linear time. This lady basically just said we are, in fact, in a dream state. Now, you know that you can control your dreams. You can be aware that you're dreaming. And once you become aware that you're dreaming, you can, in fact, control the dream. Everything is a way of thinking. This is interesting to me. I feel like it's just expansion on some thoughts that's kind of been circulating anyway. I mean, I done studied some of everything from Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Nation of Gods and Earth, aka the 5%ers, universal law, and if you don't know, the law of attraction and law of assumption fall under universal law, mentalism, matrix theory, singularity, the Apocrypha, the Vedas, reality transurfing, the eternal now, metaphysics, cybernetics, quantum physics, neuroplasticity, consciousness in itself. I done read books from Reverend Ike. I done read the Emerald Tablets as written by or explained by Billy Carson. Everything from Florence Scovel, Shin, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dolores Cannon, Neville Goddard, the Seth Material. I done read stuff on cyclomancy. I've read things on, Luciferianism, stuff about extraterrestrials, the clairs, as in clairvoyance, clairsentience, and all of that. Things regarding our abilities, such as telepathy and astral projection. I read, what's his name? Napoleon Hill, James Allen, Bob Proctor, Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle. And of course, the Bible, the Holy Quran, as well as the Torah. Between Nike, not Nike, Neuro Knowledge, Andrea Schulman, and now Miss Juliet Cleary, you can stick a fork in me. I am done. I said I study reality. There is no such thing as knowing too much. I called in all this in, Shanika, don't sit up and cry about it now. You said you wanted all the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And now you're getting it. Anywho, I would say you create reality with your mind. I mean, that part hasn't changed. That's what I can say has been consistent across the board. That the way you think has a direct bearing on how you experience the world. Out of all of that stuff that I just said I read, I would say that that's my takeaway, that I have influence on how I experience this existence. So, all right, Shanika, there go your quick notes.